What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. How to be yourself.
Who are you?
It's so important now more than ever to truly be yourself. I'll give you 3 tips on how to do that. The world we live in is at our fingertips. We are in everybody's business. Everybody makes their life everybody's business. We have so many ways in which we can connect and be aware of each other, reach other people, be inspired by other people. Taken from the ego, insecure self perspective, we really disconnect with what's true to ourselves. The world is becoming more robotic. Everybody is being molded to fit a certain kind of image. There's almost this promise that if you fit this mold, you will be safe. You will be taken care of, you will have your job, your family, all of these things. It's interesting to observe how people live their lives in a very linear way. Everybody kind of walks the same trajectory. You are a child, you go to high school, you go to college, you get your degree, you get your job, you get your husband or your wife,
white picket fence,
your children, you work your ass off, you're unhappy in your marriage, you either get a divorce or you stay together and you're unhappy, living a life in which you're just not satisfied. Raise your kids, they kind of do the same. Then at a certain point, you realize you're very unhappy, you didn't follow your dreams, you didn't follow your heart, you have a midlife crisis, and then
You die.
I'm not saying everybody does that. You know, there are more people following an unconventional path, which is so important. And they are the ones who serve to inspire others. The thing is that when you choose to be true to yourself, it is not stable. It is very scary. It takes a lot of courage. You will be met with a lot of challenges, but the world needs you. The world needs you now more than ever. We got to start living from our hearts rather than from our heads. Living from our heads is honestly killing us. It's causing so much destruction within each individual and as a collective. You have something to offer. You are actually doing a disservice to everyone around you if you are not being true to yourself. You're just following that linear path that's safe. You will be unhappy, therefore others will be unhappy. You won't be able to bring something special to the world. The more people that show up, because of how connected we are, you have the opportunity to inspire others. For a while, when you're really starting to be true to yourself, it's gonna feel really lonely. You're gonna feel like nobody's really listening, like everybody's trying to encourage you to be someone you're not. And they're gonna tell you that you're actually not being yourself, and that the way they want you to be is the way that is true to yourself. It's really important that you stay the course. 3 ways in which you can start to really be true to yourself. Number 1, you do have to take some time and be in solitude, be in silence. With how stimulated we are in our world, it's kind of hard to hear your inner voice. Every single thing around us is using their intuition to guide them. And humans are the only ones who are being used by our intelligence because we are so intelligent. That's the gift that we have. That gift, it can be a medicine or it can be a poison. We're kind of using it as a poison. We're harming ourselves. So we're totally disconnected. Following some kind of guidelines as far as how to eat, how to sleep, and how to live, that's not natural. Because we don't really know what intuition is anymore, we have to follow these guidelines. We're always looking for answers outside of ourselves, when really all the answers are within you. If you can take time to yourself as much as you can, I know it may be scary, but it's important. Being in silence, that's why I always encourage meditation, so you can connect. The number 2 thing, and this is so important, stop listening to the opinions of others. In fact, just stop asking for people's opinions. Harsh as this may sound, their opinions don't matter because nobody knows what you need. Nobody knows what's right for you. You are the only one who knows. When you're asking people for opinions, not saying that there isn't a place for it. Sometimes it can be helpful, but it's only gonna feel helpful when you don't know how to follow your own guidance. People are gonna give you opinions based on what is true for them, not based on what's true for you. Because no matter how well-meaning they are speaking from what's right for them, from what their own perspective of what they've been conditioned to believe is true is right for you. It actually almost never is the reality because your own life is totally different than their projection of what and how it should be. I would say, don't ask for people's opinions. even if it's really tempting. Just see if your own guidance starts to come through, which it really will, as you kind of stay the course with that. You got to be firm, and when people offer their opinions, be kind, be patient, and be understanding, and know that that's just kind of the way we're all conditioned, and that they mean well. And then the third way, to really start to be more true to yourself.
Get the fuck off of social media.
I mean, I use social media, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you never go on there. You gotta find the balance, but it has to become more important to you to take care of yourself. I started to realize how awful it was making me feel, so I actually cut it all off. For a while, I was just not on social media at all. I just deleted it from my phone. And to this day, I do delete social media completely off of my phone, and I reinstall it when I'm going on there to post something. And I might scroll just a little bit. I do follow accounts that to me are inspiring. Those are the only ones that are visible to me. You know, you can control how you do that. You can choose which accounts are visible, and those uplift you. And nothing wrong with just looking at what's going on, but just 2 to 5 minutes, that's all. Don't be spending hours scrolling and looking at people's profiles, because that will influence the way that you feel about yourself. You're gonna start to feel really crappy. You're gonna start to compare yourself to others. We can't help it. Our brains are very, very much like sponges. They do absorb a lot of what's around us. If you're constantly exposed to this person who just has this lavish lifestyle, you start to compare yourself and you start to feel bad about yourself. You're just gonna be chasing your tail, constantly trying to meet certain standards or the expectations other people have for you. Get off of there for a little while. It's all a matter of aligning yourself to that really pure positive vibration, being true to yourself, listening to your inner wisdom and your inner guidance, and life will take care of you. Even if it doesn't seem like it for a while, it will take care of you. You have to have faith. I hope that this helps you in some way. You have something to offer. You have something to give to others that can help the world. And you'll never know what it is if you're always trying to be like somebody else. Be true to yourself. I'll talk to you soon.